After my grandparents died in a car accident, their lawyer announced that I was the only heir to their $26 million estate. I thought I knew my family, but a staggering $26 million inheritance ripped off the mask, revealing a level of greed and betrayal so profound, it left me utterly homeless. This isn't just a story about money, it's about what happens when blood means less than a dollar sign. So, let's go back a bit. My name's Natalie, I'm 27, and until recently, I was just your average kindergarten teacher, barely scraping by in a tiny apartment. My parents, Richard and Diane, they were present, physically, but emotionally, they were miles away. My dad was always chasing the corporate dream, clocking 60-hour weeks. My mom? She was all about networking, making sure she was seen in the right social circles. Family dinners were like rare constellations, and when they did happen, my parents were usually glued to their phones, lost in work calls, or planning their next big social event. There was food on the table, sure, a roof over my head, but warmth, guidance, that was a different story. From age 5, my real home was my grandparents' place. Elizabeth and Harold. Every weekend, every summer, I was there. They were wealthy, incredibly so, but you'd never know it. Their 4-bedroom house, sitting on 3 acres, was modest, welcoming. Grandpa Harold taught me to grow tomatoes in his sprawling vegetable garden. Grandma Elizabeth showed me how to bake cookies from scratch, how to sew a button. They were at every school play, every soccer game my parents conveniently missed. They built Alexander Logistics from the ground up, one truck in a garage in the 70s, dreaming big. By the time I was born, it was a regional powerhouse, 200 trucks, 5 warehouses across 3 states. And yet, Grandpa drove the same pickup truck for 2 decades. Grandma clipped coupons. They taught me, Natalie, money is just a tool, not a measure of your worth. Use it to build something meaningful, not to impress people who don't matter. This philosophy, this deep-seated belief, was exactly why my dad, their only son, had such a fractured relationship with them. He expected to inherit everything, to live this lavish, opulent life. He actually resented their frugality, calling them stingy, old-fashioned. What they saw as character building, he saw as deprivation. They paid for his college, but he still had to work summer jobs. They helped him with a down payment on a starter home, not the luxury condo he demanded. The final straw? He wanted a senior position in their company, with 0 experience. They said no. He needed to earn it. He stormed out, took a corporate job, and that was it. Their relationship was never the same. With me, though, it was different. They paid for my education, debt-free, but pushed me to follow my passion, not just a paycheck. When I told them I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher, earning barely minimum wage, they were genuinely thrilled. Through my adult life, our bond grew even stronger. Sunday dinners were a sacred tradition. I'd help them with their smartphones, video calls. They'd share family recipes, stories from their youth. Holidays? I was always at their house, not my parents', which, of course, fueled my mother's constant indignation, seeing it as a personal rejection. My own apartment was small, cozy, filled with secondhand treasures and plants. My teacher's salary was enough. I found joy in the simple things, library books, hiking, volunteering at the animal shelter. My grandparents respected that. They'd occasionally surprise me with practical gifts, like new tires or a fancy blender, but they never tried to change me. Full story on the channel link below. Click now and watch what happened next.